going today, guys? So today I have a chicken pho recipe that will have you going, oh my god! It is so quick and easy, tasty, delicious flavors, super yum. Anyway guys, we're gonna jump into it right now. So guys, I'm gonna run through some ingredients that we'll be using today, little tips and tricks. So I've gone a very quick and easy way with this pho today. And lucky enough, both Coles and Woolies have stocks that are pre-done, so you get out of it very, very easily, and it's very cheap too. So I have a Coles chicken pho broth. No added MSG, no preservatives. It's pretty tasty. It is really good for a stock, for a Coles brand stock. It's really good. It's very low in sugar. Calories, it's very low, and it's like 12 calories. Yeah. So to start off with, we're going to use probably about 1.5 cups. Depends on how big a bowl that you're going to be serving your lunch in today. But we're going to go 1.5 cups. So we're just going to put that straight into our pot, and we're going to put this, so that's all it is, not much in there. It's just going to go on the stove, bring it to the boil, and then once it boils, just turn the heat down. Okay, so next up, we're going to get our bowl that we're going to be putting our ingredients in. So this little black number today. All right, first up, now, we're not using noodles today, so traditionally you would put noodles in a pho. We're going healthy. We're going to add extra veggies to make up for not having noodles, and bean sprouts is a awesome alternative. So we're going to put a good handful of bean sprouts into our bowl. Then, now I've already I cooked this last night, and I did some julienne carrots. You can use a grater if you know how to finely chop carrot. Just jump in, get it done. All right, so that's gonna go in our bowl. Okay, next up, I've got some snow peas. Now, I've actually picked these from the back garden, but obviously you can get them from Coles. So I'm going to prep these. So I'm going to top and tail. And yeah, I'll show you what I'm going to do with these bad boys. Good thing with snow peas is like they're nice uncooked, so raw. And when you do cook them, they take bugger all. So the actual broth will heat them enough to cook them through. So what we're going to do with these is we're just going to cut them down long ways, make little strips. Like I said, we're going to add plenty of veg. You can't go wrong with veggies unless it's like a giant tray of potatoes. But your green veggies, you cannot go wrong with. So I think that'll probably do. So we're going to chuck that in our bowl. I'm going to mix that around a bit. Okay. So next up, we've got some spring onions. So I'll probably just use one today. Just a little frill off. These are actually good. Put in the deep fryer, but don't tell anyone, because that's the less healthy side of things. All right, so chop up our spring onion. Now most of these ingredients you can put as much or less as you like. I'm going to be adding things like chili and things like coriander, which a lot of people don't like. So if you don't like it, don't use it. So we're going to chuck our spring onions in. So, next up, I've got some mint. So once again, if you've got a garden out the back, grow some mint in it. Otherwise, these are all things that you can get from Coles. You might even have a next door neighbour that's got some mint you can pinch. Chuck that in there. Also going to put in some coriander. The devil's herb, they call it. Well, that's what some guys call it anyway. All right, so we're going to mix that up, which is looking pretty good. Okay, so our next step is we've got our chili. I'm going to do, now, if you don't like heat, don't add chili. I'm a bit of a chili wuss, but my missus loves chili. So what I actually do is I take the seeds out from my side. So all I do is just run a spoon, just the back of a teaspoon in your chili, and you kind of drag the seeds out. Just makes it a bit easier. There we go. So then what I do is I just I don't put any seeds in. If you're keen to have it nice and spicy, leave the seeds in. Yeah. All right, so about half a chili. Put that in. Now, our stock is already up to temperature. Okay, what's next? All right, so I actually pre-cooked a chicken breast last night. If you don't know how to cook a chicken breast, very simple. Seal it in a pan, then chuck it in the oven. Depending on the size, you're looking probably about 15 minutes in a 200-degree oven. So I've got a pre-cooked chicken breast here. It actually had skin on it. I've cooked it, taken the skin off. So your other alternative to a chicken breast, if you're very time poor or you just don't like cooking, is go to Coles, go to the deli and get some shredded roast chicken. That's 150 grams. I got $3.30. So you can't go wrong. That's 150 grams is plenty. But today we'll use the chicken breast, which we probably won't even have to use the whole thing. So we're going to slice this nice and thin. Okay. So at the moment, this chicken breast is actually cold. If you're cooking it that night, you're cooking your chicken breast, it'll be warm. Either way, it doesn't matter. So I'm only going to use half this chicken breast today. It was a fairly large chicken breast. So I'm going to put our chicken into our bowl. Oh, losing it. And, okay, now we have our stock ready to go. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to add a wedge of lime at the end. And I've also got some fried shallots. You can get these in the Asian section at both Coles and Woolies. You only need a little bit. I find it just adds a little bit extra crunch and a little bit extra flavour. Okay, so we've got our stock. And it's pretty much just pouring our hot stock over the top. And we have it. Okay, add our fried shallots. There's a little opening. Something I should have pre-done. Some fried shallots. Wedge of lime. And I just put a couple of little bits of extra coriander on top. Oh, let's see if they stay. Okay. That's it, guys. That is my chicken pho. And all you do, so you give everything a good stir around. The hot stock will actually heat the chicken through. All your veggies and everything will be all cooked, and it's delicious. Enjoy, guys.